Good evening, McLean family. Happy family reunion to you tonight. The fact that you have come from near and far is a test of your loyalty and devotion and love towards the unity in the McLean family. Someone has said the love of family is life's greatest blessing, and your presence here tonight is a testimony of that fact. Although I'm not with you in person, my thoughts are with you in spirit nevertheless. God has been good to me because He has allowed me to live not only a loving and have a loving relationship with my adult children, but I have been blessed to have a loving relationship with my grands as well. Isn't that what family love, family relationship is all about? Anyway, I have 3 aunts and 3 uncles that has left a deep impression upon my heart of what love is all about. It was not so much of what they gave us materially. It was the most moral support that they gave us mentally, emotionally, and spiritually at the time when my father walked out on his family. Aunt Mary, the oldest of the 3 sisters whom I speak, was mission-minded. She supplied us with lots of Sabbath school materials that she sent through the mail for my mother to teach us. And at times, she would even send some buttermilk biscuits through the mail. Oh my, we were excited about that fact. She made sure that we were taught about God from the materials that she saw. Louise, my sister Louise, was her favorite pupil. Louise was eager to learn not only how the stories that she read, but to recite those stories in church as well. She was a fantastic mission storyteller, and you would think that Louise had been to those foreign lands when she finished with the story. Then there was Aunt Hattibell. Aunt Hattibell was my confidant. Many times we would discuss personal things about dating, and she would often say, "Don't listen to nonsense from those little boys." And when I got older, she would say to me, "Don't rush into marriage. Take your time." She said, "Don't listen to somebody telling you that you are just going to be an old maid." I listened to her and to her advice, and God blessed me with a beautiful Christian husband and father. And then there was Aunt Cora. Now, Aunt Cora was the society sister in the family. She was well loved and highly favored among those who knew her best. She was the children's ministries leader in the Country Baptist Church. And since she knew that my mother was teaching us all of the things that Aunt Mary had sent, when Aunt Cora would have a program for the children, she would make sure that my mother's children were the main feature. That way we got a lot of experience in standing before the public doing public, for an audience doing public speaking. Cora was a sweetheart. Then there were three brothers. The three brothers that were in the family were Uncle Walter, Uncle Arch, and Uncle Sandy. They were my favorites. Uncle Walter was so mild-mannered, soft-speaking, never raised his voice, and you just wanted to sit and listen to whatever he was talking about. He was a loving and a lovable Christian. Then there was Uncle Arch. Uncle Arch was the minister in the family. He was a head elder at the church, at his church in Brooklyn. And from time to time, when we would come to visit, he would set the record straight as far as how we should behave as young people in the church. We loved going to his house because there was always plenty to eat. He too was a loving and a lovable person. Then there was Uncle Sandy. Well, Uncle Sandy was the one who had the purse. By that I mean he was more financially stable than the rest of the family. Uncle Sandy was in the military, and he was engaged to his then bride-to-be, Ola. In spite of Sandy saving for his home and for his marriage, Sandy would put money in the mail and send it to my mother so she could put food on the table. Now that, to me, was love. We had lots of cousins, and we all had fun together. Aunt Cora was especially close to my mother's. Since they lived in the country, they visited each other a lot. When we moved into town, Aunt Cora came to visit. I didn't know she was sick at that time, but I overheard her talking to my mother one night in the bedroom, and my bedroom was next to hers. And I heard her tell my mother that she had to have major surgery, and she didn't think she was going to make it. But if she didn't, she wanted my mother to make sure that all of her children became a Seventh-day Adventist. And Aunt Cora passed before that happened. But after she passed, she had four children, Johnny Mae and John Chester, Joseph and Anna Margaret. John Chester and Johnny Mae moved in the project pretty close to us. My mom gave Bible studies, invited them to church, and they, along with their families, became Seventh-day Adventists. Among all of the siblings, cousins on my mother's side, the Patterson family has the largest membership in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Among the brothers and sisters of the McLean family, we have truly been blessed. And I thank God for having been a part of this family. There's a song that says, I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. I've been washed in the fountain, cleansed with his blood. Joint heirs with Jesus, I'm a part of the sod. I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. Family, McClain family, continue your walk with God. We're living in serious times. but it's a grand and awful time, a time to get closer to God and closer to one another. He's coming soon. He's coming soon. Signs of the times are everywhere. Stand firm in the faith of Jesus. And when the enemy comes in like the flood, the Lord has promised that He will lift up a standard against him. That standard is His righteousness, the title and seal of His character.